in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got...
And
let's go.
Intercepted. Bringing it back.
Let's go, yay. Woo.
And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The give to the tailback.
No, they did that. It's counter actually. That's cool.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Parker. Quick completion on the out route. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
How do they see? That's what kills me. My formation don't change, but they adjust.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
It's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around,
got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Parker. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. So runs
They
like
be
that,
killing me
really
breaking these tackles.
As they're up at the 35.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
That's a pick.
Quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. A serendipitous turn of events off the deflection, and they turn it into a first down.
And sometimes it's just going to be your day. And sometimes those bounces go your way. And he does right here. I mean, it's a nice job by the defense getting the hand on the football, but the ball bounces to the wide receiver, makes the play, and gets the first down.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. To the ground with the back.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Parker. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30.
They just literally won't even let him put his hands
Steps
up.
out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's right on target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dialing up a 2nd down
Big.
pass play. He got a hand in there, knocks it away. And
Jumping at him for.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has
Dude, I
enough for
picked
the first
under
down.
for that reason.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got enough space.
Counter was taking me
He
to it, and
bullies
I
his way all
did
the way
not
down
follow
to the
it.
5-yard line.
It's my fault.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That's
I
my
don't know
fault.
exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. Got him in. It's held. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival,
That's a big touchdown.
You get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes
That's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense, understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for
a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverine.
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Indiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Northwestern wants to go quickly. They'll try to pop the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the
dang it, if you would have pitched that, he'd still be running.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it. But he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Smashes through. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have
We
mattered.
had that blitz on the backside.
You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Back to throw, it's Parker. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It is good.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quick completion to the right. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Defense just
Oh my God, dude.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to open this drive with a pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Northwestern right back to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Chubb. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They get to the line quickly. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball.
Speaking score, man.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Finds a crease at the 20. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. On first down from the 13-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll try the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down.
Freak my life.
Off at the goal line. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback on the keeper.
Get him.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll run this play from the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The give from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And now on third down after that last run. Looking for a man. It's Parker. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Line gets set, first down. It's reverse. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Second down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line is set on third down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Connection to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the gun, running back.
Good chip.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Blue Devils on the scoreboard. They're up by 30 over USF. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have
Down.
everybody right now on the same page.
Taking your freaking time.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And I know in talking to their offensive coordinator this week, he talked about getting this guy lathered up and going. They know that once he's got some momentum, he's really hard to stop. One of the top 10 rushers right now in the entire country, and they're trying to get him going early in this game.
A first down.
Dang, he blew him off the ball.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Wolverines racing to the line and the touchdown Wolverines. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
Northwestern, 10.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Finds the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back to the ground game on the left. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
Man,
Really
that's
good
all
job
right,
by the
man. We know,
defense.
man.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Go straight to VM, just like you do every night.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for room. It's Addison.
Oh!
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Talking about my dude who just ran through this dude. Addison. Dude, did you see the end of the Pacers game? Oh my God!
Nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll stick to the ground.
Yes, dude. Yeah, I'm talking in
after the first down.
in crazy fashion. Like crazy.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing
You
where
have
they
to
need
see
to
it.
go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Nah,
The
you
Wolverines
should
are
see the end
marching
of it.
down the field. They'll leave it with him. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but
You don't get
usually
free
equals
calls
a
after
first down
7.
every couple
The
carries.
minutes
So
run
don't
out.
forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D.
You on that 96 phone player?
Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
I'm just asking.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Green 25.
A whole lot of nothing.
On 3rd and short, the power
Oh.
run here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Yeah, you picked the hell out of that.
Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the
Something
offense
crazy.
obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there and you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much.
Figure out why they just throwing the ball.
They just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and
Northwest.
throwing the ball.
Complete to the right.
Killing me letting them pattern passes, man. They don't even put their hands up.
Pick up and moving the sticks for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things
12
to build
tomorrow.
off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next
They
game.
that will always be in infamy.
After that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. And that one's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Yeah, I think you know the
when it
situation
got
as
real.
a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
These Hotel LeBlanc changed a lot of people's lives.
Will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maze.
Yeah, I know, right? But you really did.
Good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started.
Man, what? It feels like as hard as it is to get in there. You remember that night Leon slept outside?
It's always this debate of where you fall. It's your job to
He
stop
said, I thought the door was locked.
Because this offense obviously has
He's like, nah, it's just a thick carpet.
And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some
I think it was. Yeah.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down.
So what?
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming.
That's a damn safety. He threw the ball away in the end zone.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Corrals it at the 45.
That's 70-10. But yeah, I called and went straight to voicemail. All right, so
Ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They'll go to the ground.
you spun the wrong way.
Find some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trap.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the foot.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.